To another episode of Read Up Chicago Magazine TV. I'm your host, Lauren Cash, and I'm sitting down today with Chicago artist, Bryan.
Bryan SM, what's going on, man?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm great. I'm
Good.
cold, but I'm good.
I know. I was not expecting this weather. I wasn't expecting the rain, that's for sure. So, tell our audience, like I always say, tell our audience who you are and what you do.
Man, I'm Bryan SM. I go by the name of Bryan SM, artist / producer coming out of the South Side of Chicago, repping South Side Records. Yeah, you see the SSR, there we go. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, artist / producer. So when you hear Bryan SM, you know it's gonna be something crazy.
You multi-talented, huh?
Oh yeah,
so
you gotta be.
You singing, you rapping, you producing. What else you do?
Well, I engineer my own sessions, you know, but I got, so I got a home that I take to get the final mix on everything. But I mean, pretty much everything you hear when you hear one of my beats, it starts with it's a Bryan beat, like everything, like from beginning to end. It's just, I mean, but that's how I had to be, you know. I just felt like I was sitting back waiting for people to give me beats and different stuff like that. Right. On studio time and this, and I'm like, hey, I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit.
You do this myself.
Yeah.
I feel
so I
that.
just started building up my own stuff and just, hey, just boom, boom, boom. Just started recording records, getting better and better. So.
And that's an inspiration to somebody out there that may not have the money to go out and pay these other producers and get studio time.
I advise all artists, you ain't gotta be no producer, none of that. But I mean, it also helps with like studio, what is it called? With just studio, I can't think of the term, but just being wise when you go in the studio. Like, you know, you go in the studio, you want to be ready. You know what I'm saying? You want to know the sweet spot of the mic. You know what I'm saying? You want to know how to sound, like how your voice sound. You want to be ready. So it's like when you got your own stuff and you record yourself a lot, you start learning. So when you go to somebody else's studio, you go in there and just lay it out. They're ready to move on to the next thing. Hey, what you want to do now?
And I'm sure they can appreciate that too.
Yeah, because I hate recording people. I have to tell my homies, hey bro, let me slap to the lobby, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, my equipment is like my phone. It's like asking somebody for their phone all the time. Like, I got a phone because I need my phone. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I got to call people. And it's like, I don't mind helping out every now and then, you know what I'm saying? I'll save some money, bro. I record it with a woo-woo. Yeah. But it's like, bro, I have it because, like, I have to, like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I had to do. So, like, through the years, I've just been building up different things. Before I even had a computer or anything, I found some monitors on sale. I just bought them and put them up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like you gotta know where you're going, like know where you want to go with it. You gotta think long term. Like, you can't spend it on no weed or nothing. You gotta have some type of priorities, you know. But it's gonna all benefit you at the end. So.
And that's what's important.
Yeah, that's
the key thing. So what is Bryan SM working on right now?
Bryan SM is working on a lot right now, and I'm just I'm real thirsty to put it out right now. I mean, because like I said, this past project that I just put out, Pains and Games, y'all go look for it to put out. A couple months ago. It's hot, it's cold, everything is different on there, everything is self-produced, except for one song. Yeah, shout out to my homie Benham.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But those songs was kind of like some older songs of mine, you know, but I wanted to just kind of test the water, you know. Yeah. But it's like I got stuff that I've just been ready to just leak myself, just forget it, just put this one out. I got so much music. It's like, you know, when you make your own music, you got time to sit and just experiment with different things. Like, don't nobody know what you're doing. Like I said, like my neighbors, they done heard me make every sound from a dog barking, baby crying, gunshots, just screaming, like, but they know what I'm doing. Like for real, like, but it's like all that, like I said, all that at the end of the day, it all counts and it all makes you who you are. Like if you put that time in and you put that effort and that practice in, people gonna see that.
Yeah.
So like when I come out and I perform or when I let somebody hear one of my records, you're gonna see that I put some effort into it. Yeah, I might have some auto-tune on it, but I ain't gonna let you tell me. Like somebody tried to tell me on one of my Facebook, on IG, was like, yeah, we have another fake something who using auto-tune because they don't have any skill. I'm like, bro, I make all my own beats. I write all my own stuff. I sing, rap, the whole nine, bro. I will, if you ain't talking about no money, you ain't. I don't even know you, bro. Like it just be like fake fans be doing that stuff, and it be like, bro, just tell me you like the song,
right? Because that's what it is.
Yeah, just tell me you rocking with me. Cool, appreciate it. I don't know you, but
trolls are real.
Yeah,
social media trolls are real, and they low key be liking your work.
They do. They be low key biting sounds and all that, the whole nine.
Yeah.
But hey, this world living in.
I know. Can't knock them. So, who inspires you musically? Like, are you looking up to anybody that's kind of hot now, or are you kind of like old school?
Well, my number one like influence when it comes to music is my blood cousin.
Okay.
His name is Marcus Kinsey. When I say producing and writing, this dude, like he actually tours around. He plays the piano. Well, he has about like 4 or 5 different rigs. He tour around for any artist you can think of, from Drake to Like Jennings, Mary J. Blige, Nick Jonas, just all of them. Drake, Wayne, Ray Sherman, like he's with all of them. You know, he's on tour with all of them. He's just like a big inspiration to me. You know what I'm saying? That's who pretty much got me to like start producing. But that's where I was getting most of my beats from. You know, but I was like, with him touring, he was always out on tour, so I'd be sitting at home for a couple months, like, you know, waiting on a beat. Hey, cuz, you got time to send me a beat? Or when he get back, try to get to the studio. So it was like, man, I just can't do that no more. It's like, I had to figure my way out through it. I had to just, you know what I'm saying? Like when they say from the ground, like if you would have seen my setups when I first started recording myself, it wasn't even hustle and flow. I tell everybody, I came from the 2 boom boxes and a Radio Shack keyboard with 36 keys on it. I make me a little beat, boom, boom, boom. I record myself on one of the boom boxes and I play that loud, and he record on the other boom box, and I do my ad-libs or something. I play that loud and I got a whole song, got my beat, everything is on there. My cousins will come over, I'll be in the room, they'll be, man, you just be bored, bro. What you want me to do? I be, nigga, this is what I like to do, bro. I just like to do music. Like I was a kid doing that. Then it just moved, just making sound booths out of pillows from the couch, just all type of stuff. But it's like when my cousin seen that though, and it's like he encouraged me. Like at first it was kind of like, you know, he thought I was kind of trying to move him out the way, but I'm like, cuz, like you started this. Like when he listened to my beats, he had to like did I make that? Like, no, nigga, I sound like you. Yeah, that's me, but I sound like you because I just spent so much time just studying him. Like, it's my blood cousin, but I'm a fan. Like, I'm my cousin's probably biggest fan. You know what I'm saying? It's like nigga, I done spent so much time around you, bro, that I sound like you. Like my fingers, the thing that they do, it'll be my flavor, but it sounds, you know what I'm saying? You can tell who I listen to, because I don't really listen to a lot of artists unless they song just come on the radio. That's when I hear it, but I spend so much time because, like, being that I'm my own producer and, you know what I'm saying, writing, I have to try to keep, like, fresh feeling, fresh flows and waves in my head. And I don't want to, like, when I go down to make a new beat, I'm playing something that I've been hearing.
Yeah.
I want to be able to just I haven't heard anything new, nothing boom, boom. So that's why it's like when you hear my music, that's where the SM come from, signature music. Everything is signature. As like when the Bryan beat come on, you can tell that it's a Bryan beat. It don't sound like nothing. Okay. Like all of my songs up on the Pains and Game, like I said, that was a couple years ago. Yeah. You can't tell because I ain't following nobody else's beat patterns or nothing like that. I just went to myself, so it's timeless.
That's dope, because they definitely don't seem 2-3 years old.
Man.
What were some of your inspirations for some of the songs? If you could just kind of throw out there some of the songs on there that you can just think of right now, and what inspired you?
Game was probably one of the biggest. Like I don't know, Game probably meant the most to was like different situations in there. Well, like one situation, my brother, he got robbed in my kitchen.
Wow.
You know, and it was just bad. It was just bad, and all I could see is like, man, my bro finna woo, man. I'm like, man, when I'm finna woo. But you know what I'm saying? It didn't turn out bad as it could. But you know what I mean? But it's like, it's just different things that, like, I just put everything that I go through, like even with like growing up through church or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I got like my church side of the family, my street side of the family, you know what I'm saying? I just took everything that I get from them, like the whole producer thing, that comes from growing up in the church playing piano and drums, you know, the church boy thing. Then I get out of church and I hang with my west side cousins or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I just use everything that I see and do. Like I was married at a young age. I was 21, I had my first child. I was just, you know what I'm saying, doing a lot. I'm 29 now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, life just moves, like some of my closest friends killed, shot, like just all type of just crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? I just use all that stuff and just put it in my music.
Wow. And I think that is what inspires, not even artists, but everybody daily. Your life experiences really do control, like, how you interpret the world, what type of quality of work you put out as far as when you work in your 9 to 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
It definitely does inspire the way you think and the way you move and things like that. So, moving forward, what type of opportunities are you looking to create for yourself? Are you looking to eventually have like your own like recording studio business? Are you looking to future manage other artists? Like, what are you looking to gain? Are you want to be a
yeah, definitely. We definitely want, you know, a few offices in different areas with some major studios and work with some artists, some major artists, and of course bring along some other artists that's trying to make it. And you know, we want to, because the whole thing about it is just building up, and that's why I feel like my city is so lost on is helping each other. Everybody want $1. Everybody want $1. Like when I was I had did a show in Atlanta, and this was like a couple years ago, and I did the song. Woo. When I got done, the DJ hey bro, you mind if I play this on the radio when I go to work? Oh bro, take the whole city, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
This.
Because shit, you gotta know somebody, then you gotta grease their palms, then grease the you gotta grease the plug palms, then the plug. It's too much, and it's like you'll find your certain clique. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of love in the city as well as hate. Yeah. But it's like it's everything is ran by cliques. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their cliques, and they gonna all sing around to the same people, and that's how they keep their money in it.
Small world.
Yeah, but it's crazy how they like that excludes a lot of talent and a lot of talented people that can actually put some nice work out here, but they don't have the opportunity. Like, but all that is just things that I will like to, you know what I'm saying, change and giving people chances. Just, you know what I'm saying, like, just the sky's the limit with it, clothing and everything. Just the sky's the limit.
Definitely. I need to cut. So, how is your album relatable? Would you say that there's any particular song on there that most people in the city of Chicago can definitely relate to?
Man, that pretty much goes back to Gang. Gang pretty much has been like the #1 song that's been giving me feedback. Cause you know, like, for once, like, okay, Chicago is a very, like, we're like a trendsetting, you know, we one of the trendsetting cities, you know what I'm saying? And we came out with the gang. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, this what I used to do to, like, all, like, performances that I go to, that'd be, like, my star thing. You in here with your gang, everybody, gang, you in here with your squad. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that was just for us. Well, it ain't just for us, but it's something that we originated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I want to make an anthem for it. You know what I'm saying? And it came out musically, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's like a lot of people just relate to it. Like when I perform it, like sometimes I might still, hey, you in with your gang, you know what I'm saying? But I let them know, like, man, We trendsetters, you know what I'm saying?
So what I want to ask you to do, if you're in the mood, if you got a song or some particular lyrics that you wouldn't mind giving us, and then kind of breaking it down, like what did it mean, like, so we understand the song.
I gotta remember the song I made game about 3 years ago.
I like Lucy.
Lucy, okay.
How old is that?
Lucy probably about 2 years old.
Yeah. Anything new that maybe can you leak a little bit? Since I know you kind of geek to get some stuff out.
Let me see. Oh man, it was a part say niggas always make you want to shoot something. In your family, how you let your mans move on them. Shit happened so fast, all he wanted was the gas, but I almost had to put the tools on. So that was just a situation where one of my partners was set up at his own cousin, and I so happened to be there. Yeah, it was a mess. They was supposed to be doing a little transaction, and it ended up they wanted to rob him. And I so happened to be around. And it didn't get crazy. Thank God. But like, you know, hoes was out the whole night. But man, it just be, man, when I be thinking about stuff, like I go back to it because it's like everything just be so real. Like people don't even be understand it. Like I be so into details with like different songs. Like people just don't even be knowing like that happened for real. But
do you know how blessed you are though?
yeah.
I know you say that you're not gang affiliated, but for you to be present during a lot of these things, in some way makes you affiliated.
Yeah, I mean, I just got some wild, like, I got some wild cousins, like, I got some, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I don't really, like, in that whole situation, like, I wasn't even knowing, like, that was even finna go down. It was just a whole, hey, what, been finna slide, who my ass to myself, I keep moving, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, even when I was a shorty and I did want to, like, hey, because, you know what I'm saying, bring me home, bring me in, you know what I'm saying, bring me home. Man, you ain't finna get in, man, you know. Like, no, bro. Like, I was always doing music. No, cuz, just keep doing music, keep, You know what I'm saying? So it was like, man, then it got to a certain point, like when I was in high school, I went to Fenton. And it got to a certain point, I'm like, ain't no point in me gang banging. Like, I know somebody from every gang it is in this city, period. So it's like, if I'm walking somewhere, and there's some woo-woos like this, like 5 guys right there, at least 2 or 3 of them be like, oh no, he cool. No, I ain't the funny nigga that's gonna class clown, making it, you know what I'm saying? You know, like a lot of guys, they be cool, like, I know that's funny folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I ain't that nigga, cause I'm swell up on you if you know what I'm saying? If you tweak, I'm definitely swell up on you if you tweak with me. I'm definitely tweak back. But you know what I'm saying? That's just, you know what I'm saying? What I came out of, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I wasn't going through the hallway. What up, folks? What up? Like that wasn't me. I was somewhere trying to find me a little chick. Because I was always.
Music has likely saved your life. Because you could have been doing and getting in trouble with probably so many other things. Definitely
have. Music definitely have.
Yeah.
Mines and some of my close friends, like for real. Like it's like I said, it be so much deeper than what people see. It's like I don't get mad when like, you know what I'm saying, like when like people get on that some people feel like they not that talented, they just riding the wave. Like I don't get upset about it, and I see why some people do, because you work so hard about something and you feel like you're not getting that chance. You feel like somebody else they get in, they really not appreciate it because they don't really understand like how deep this shit really is. But it's like I just, like I said, play my role. You know what I'm saying? I just study a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like different things, you know what I'm saying, has been put up in my face and offered to me and this and that. But I always knew I wanted to go. I always said, man, I want to sound myself. I want to start my own label. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I just always been like the grandpa out the bunch. Like I just always.
So who's on your team? Let's shout them out. Who's working with you?
Well, gonna shout out my homegirl Bree. From Swanky, the whole Swanky team, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is really like, when I say they got me like up on point, like they got me on point. Just small things, like small and big things, like they really got me up on point with promoting myself and my brand, me as a brand, you know what I'm saying, how to properly promote it instead of just throwing something on SoundCloud or YouTube, you know, like with the blogs and everything, like they really got everything, like everything is 100, so shout out to y'all, man. Then shout out my homeboy Corey Hill, that's the other half of Southside Records.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying, me and bro doesn't even stay in Chicago. This is how I know that hard work, like hard work and people that believes in the same thing, you can get something done. Like with those, you can get something done. It's just me and bro. It's just me and bro at Southside. You know what I'm saying? For right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like bro is in a whole nother state somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And he travels a lot, but when it's time to take care of business, boom. It's done with a phone call, with a quick trip, with a quick flight, or whatever we gotta do. Boom. It's man. But then just everybody else that be rocking with me, man. Just all the DJs. I don't even really want to start naming people because I know I'm gonna forget people.
Yeah, like,
then,
you ain't say my name.
Yeah, then when I leave, I'm gonna get mad. I'm gonna be I forgot. But just everybody that's rocking with me, man. If you know you rocking with me, fans, the whole nine, man. Like I done heard people just, you know what I'm saying, comment and stuff on my IGs. Just he's gonna make it. Yeah, he's gonna blow. Oh yeah, this guy is good. Oh yeah, this guy. Ooh. Just shout out to all y'all, man, cause like all that counts. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I know who I am at the end of the day, but it makes me feel good to see that people can, you know what I'm saying, relate to the music. They actually like the music. They like the beats. You know what I'm saying? And that was one big thing. I'm like, well, you know what I'm saying? There's like a certain style of beats that fit certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the one homie because like a lot of my homies do music, but it'll all be on like the same trap thing. And I'll be the one when I play, man, it sounds like a female supposed to be around or something like, bro, come on, bro. But they'll listen to all the music when they by themselves. They know all the words, but it wasn't necessarily like some of the songs want to be songs that we play with together. But oh yeah, you and your chick down Lakeshore Drive, cruising, whatever. Oh yeah, put that SM on. You gonna play the whole thing. I promise you, gonna play the whole thing.
Yeah.
From Sometimes to Lucy to Focus, like No More, like it's just, man.
And where can they listen to your music at?
Man, y'all can find my music everywhere. I usually just tell people to go to Google, but I ain't gonna be lazy. But it's on all mainstream platforms, man. So you got your iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, SoundCloud, YouTube, like everything is on there. Like just like,
what
man.
Should they type in?
Just type in Bryan SM. You know, all social media. Y'all follow me: Twitter, IG, Facebook @BryanSM_SSI. Boom.
Okay. That's what's up. Thank you so much for taking this time out. It started off a little rocky, but we got it done.
Yeah. I ain't that cold no more. I was up in there like a... But I'm good now.
That's good. Well, thank you so much. I wish you much success on your journey.
Same
and
here.
definitely, I hope we can work together again.
Oh yeah, definitely will. I definitely be back. When I'm ready for them 4 flights of stairs.
Man. All right, cool.